Dude, that loss was all Randy Carlisle's fault.
I don't really think it was Carlisle. I think it was just post-Olympic rust.
Oh yeah? How come I never saw the Crosby, Bergeron, Benn line then, huh?
Because the Leafs don't have any of those players and it's not the Olympics anymore?
But I want it to be! What? You serious? Mind blown. We need ideas. I'm dumb. Silly hard.
We get to the game, please. Leafs lose. I can't do the fist thing. Leafs half win. Pity point. 5-4 in overtime against the New York Islanders. Woo! That was one of the most entertaining OHL games I've ever seen. Rusty, ugly, fugly. And before the game, I tweeted that it's gonna be a 5-4 gong show.
You didn't know about my special powers, did you?
But Steve, why don't you use your powers to like win the lottery or something? I'm working on it. That was just fugly. Phil Kessel, though, everyone's saying he's gonna look rusty, snipage, beautiful, as, of course, is tradition. Man, it's weird. It's almost like a sluggish practice doesn't matter to one of the league's best players. It's almost like that. Then the Leafs give up 2 shorthanded stinkers. Communicate! Gardner looked awful on the first goal. He did not have a good game. And then the Bernier thing was egregious. Michael Grabner almost becoming the first player since Theoren Fleury in I believe it was 1990 or 91 to score a shorthanded hat trick. When that happened, Morgan Rielly was like -3. It was just garbage. Uneventful second period, and then the game goes cattywampus. JVR banging, crashing, 7th defenseman Paul Ranger, yeah, Leafs tie. Dion smash, Leafs up. Anders Lee scores, first of the season, tied up. Joffrey Lupul dangling in, crazy effort, backhand, Prager's, why didn't you talk to our child? And it's 4-2 with 4-3. Anders Lee scores again, no, tie game, we go to overtime. By the way, a lot of people saying that was a BS goal, that the second one, I think, and it should have been called back. Don't be silly. Bernier never had it, the Leafs never had it, got knocked in. Hockey's hard, wear a helmet. You actually have to these days. Remember when there were no helmets? That's so dangerous. And before helmets, they just wore spiked hats, like the most dangerous thing you can imagine. Hockey is not for the weak. That's why I just talk about it. JVR with a huge goof up, just kind of gives up the puck in overtime. Kinda. You don't just kind of give up the puck in overtime, I guess. Mr. Lubomir Visnovsky scores his 3rd of the season. That's the OT winner, and the Leafs come away with just 1 point. Sigh! So how do we feel about this game? Well, you could chalk it up to Olympic rust, and well, you know, they're just getting back into the swing of things. Leafs got outshot 35-22, but and then you remember that key detail that no, that happened all the time before the Olympics too. Wait a sec, no, they just get outshot all the time. And what's that number? Wow, outshot 4-0 in overtime. Was it 15-7 in the 3rd? They outscored the Islanders. That's kind of amazing. The Leafs make no sense! And the Olympics didn't change that. And while it was JVR with the eventual overtime screw up, he had 3 assists in the game, Kessel with a goal and an assist. Where did all this rust come from that I was told to expect? The Leafs Olympians were the Leafs' best players. In fact, Bozak with over 22 minutes, Kessel and JVR with over 23 each. Carlisle rode that line like a pony. I would be less discouraged if I thought the Leafs looked okay. And they did most of the time. They didn't look bad. I mean, how often are they going to give up 2 shorthanded goals? That game could have been a 4-2 victory instead of a 5-4 loss. But then you're like, yeah, that's the Islanders though. The Islanders have 4 players with 40 or more points, and they're missing 2 of them. Franz Nielsen was out of the lineup. John Tavares is out of the lineup for a very long time. Evgeny Nabokov headed into the game with a .908 save percentage, and he's got the best save percentage on that team. Playoff teams win games like that. Olympic rust or not. That's just my 2 cents. And lately, or at least before the Olympic break, the Leafs gave me so much to be happy about and positive about. Me criticizing them takes me back to my old memories of doing these LFR videos. And I'm getting a little nostalgic because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm moving. And maybe you can't tell because of all the stuff on the walls still, but it's just that wall. I've basically taken everything out of my room. Except for my dream catcher. There's a Leaf Cup in there somewhere. I'm not 100,000%, but I'm pretty sure that next video, so I guess that'd be Sunday morning after Saturday night's game, I think that's going to be the last video in this room. And I don't really know what to do for it. Like, I don't know. Should I do something special? I don't know. Because it's not the end of anything. It's not like, okay, we'll do that video and then there's gonna be another game and then I'll do the next video in my new house. It'll look a little different behind me, but the weird face will still be the same. Some people said, do a best of montage. I'm not making a montage of myself. Hi guys, just to take a little trip down memory lane, I'd like to share a few clips with you that show how awesome I am. I'm not that much of a tool, am I? Question of the game. Well, first of all, how do you feel about how the Leafs looked? So there's that, you know, Leaf stuff. But also, since next video is going to be my last video in this room, what would you like to see? That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Home stretch, which is a little hard to focus on right now.